Well, friends, how are you doing? Day 1881. Hope you're doing amazing. I just want to come in and share with you a reel that I just saw. And basically, it talked about what your average man doesn't need therapy. What your average man needs is gratitude. And so what he's saying is that gratitude is actually the therapy that a man needs. And again, we're not talking about extremes, okay? Like abusive situations and what have you. I'm not talking about that. Just the average man in a relationship. And, actually, you don't even have to be in a relationship, but let's talk about relationships. And so why is that? I think as a man, for most of us, we are more than willing to take on burdens. We're more than willing to take on, fix things, help where it's needed. We just want peace. But more importantly, we want recognition, acknowledgement. Yes, women, you deserve acknowledgement as well, and gratitude. Yes, I'm not talking about that right now. But, as men in general, we grew up not really talking about our feelings. So what does that mean? For most of us, we actually are not that in tune with our feelings, our emotions. You women, typically, you grow up, you talk a lot about your feelings, how you feel, your emotions and all this, right? So you kind of process all of these things and you're familiar with yourselves when it comes to the emotional side. Us men, in general, no. We don't talk about emotions, we don't talk about feelings. We usually, how you doing? Yeah. I heard your girl cheated on you. Yeah. Need anything? Nah, I'll be fine. So in general, we don't really talk about emotions and what we're feeling. But in general, though, we will sacrifice, we will do what we need to provide, to protect, to take care, to fix things. And in turn, we want a little bit of recognition, acknowledgement, just a thank you. A little bit of thank you goes a long way. And a big part of it is just about respect. Yes, women deserve respect too. This reel is not about that, okay? But in general, women, you value love more than respect. And men, we typically value respect more than love. And so, because we are different, a lot of times we give what we want. But it may not be what the other person needs. Anyways, what are your thoughts on it? I just want to share that. I'm like, oh, very interesting. Yeah, I would do so much for a loved one, and all I really want in return is just a thank you, acknowledgement, and gratitude. And it doesn't have to be in words if you're not good with the words. It can be like cooking him a meal or buying something that he needs, right? Something thoughtful. It doesn't have to be this grand gesture. It's just a showing of gratitude in some way, shape, form. Okay? Anyways, that's all that I want to share about tonight, my friends. But again, yes, women, you deserve it all as well. But that's not what this reel is about. Okay? Talk to you soon. Bye.